empty about a quarter of the capsule into his food, because remember, this is 25 billion colony-forming units per capsule. That's a huge potency. And of course, even a full capsule would not be damaging or harmful to Lincoln. And so about every other day, especially when we spend our summers in Colorado, basically because I mountain bike, I run trails, and he'll drink out of streams and things like that.
Right.
So the friendly flora is just important for him to keep his friendly flora, so any kind of funny bugs that are there, but he's a healthy guy and fit guy.
Someday we want to meet him. You have to bring him to Florida with you.
It looks as though...
Does he travel well?
Yeah, it looks as though on November 9th we're going to be doing a remote from our factory. I will confirm this, and because we're finishing a studio in the factory, so now, because it's isolated from the factory, he'll be able to be on set, so he'll be right here.
Great!
We can just toss it to him.
Stay tuned.
Yes.
You're going to have a co-host.
Yes.
That's great. All right, well, stay tuned. That's coming up in November, you think. All right. Well, first things first, you touched briefly about the fact that the Valerian Root is something that Marielle likes to take.
And the reason why I wanted to talk about it splits about 50-50. A lot of people say 50% will use it for evening before they go to sleep. But an awful lot of people, and the reason why we developed it initially as a standalone product, a lot of folks wanted something they could take during the day to deal with stress, tension, and that's something that our society tends to hand us in abundance. I know this summer for me was just the busiest, craziest summer.
Me too.
I barely could find the time to go out and ride a bike and go for a run to squeeze it in.
I agree.
So, so it was a very busy, kind of stressful summer. And Valerian is a product that I know so many of us, you have to follow your doctor's guidance and things like that. And certainly exercise for me, that is the way I deal with stress, is going out and exercising. Meditation is a wonderful thing. Yoga is a wonderful thing. And for many people, Valerian root extract for centuries has been their choice of a natural tool to help deal with those more challenging times of day and most challenging times of life.
Let me show you what the choices are. We rarely talk about this.
I think once or twice.
Exactly. So it's a 60, a 120, or a 240. Here's the regular pricing, as you said, so affordable. Here's our anniversary pricing today. Here's the savings. Of course, they all are coming along with free shipping and handling. There's literally about 300 in each size. That's it. So we don't have a lot of this, but if you'd like to try it or you'd like to stock up on it, this would be the perfect time to do it. And you could take that in the evening with your melatonin if you'd like to use that as a sleep aid. That also would be, a great option to have on hand as well. So pick the size that you'd like. These make such great gifts too. We think about holidays. We're going to blink just like summer flew by. I think what you just said, I feel the same way. I don't know. I feel like it still should be July. I can't believe that we're already mid-October.
How is it sort of the end of the year?
I know.
It's inconceivable to me how rapidly time flies. But I was just going to read some reviews quickly, and if we go there, if you want to relax and wind down, this is very calming and helps me to wind down and even feel sleepy at the end of a very stressful day without feeling sluggish in the morning. I can take this hours before going to bed, whereas the other nighttime supplements seem to make me immediately sleepy. That's more how our nighttime is actually designed. But at bedtime, Valerian does make a difference for falling asleep quickly and falling back to sleep faster. Calms me down. I actually use this vitamin to relieve stress and calm me down, whether I am angry and or stressed, rather than use it to promote sleep. It works. I use Andrew Lessman's nighttime for helping me to sleep, which clears my head, stops it from running, and physically relaxes me all naturally. I'm going to buy a big bottle of this. Can't sleep due to anxiety? Try this. It works. And of course, this is not a treatment for anxiety. It's just a natural, soothing botanical. I take this every night to help relax and calm me. I have a very stressful job and have trouble sleeping. This has really helped to keep my mind clear from racing thoughts that keep me awake, tossing and turning all night. I take this about 2 hours before bedtime. It has really helped a lot. I think I will get the large bottle next time, and I'm glad I discovered this and tried it. I highly recommend this for anxiety-related sleep issues. Helps me sleep. I started using the Valerian250 for stress, but during the day it made me sleepy. So I started taking it at bedtime and found it helped me to sleep through the night. And now I don't wake up 3 or 4 times a night or stay awake for hours. I think even though I take it at night, I feel less stress during the day. Don't stop making this product. Thanks, Andrew. And lots of reviews on this. And again, it's a product that pretty much splits whether folks will take it to help them contend with that stress and the challenges during the day, or to just help them relax at night. And one of the most important things, and that I always try to remind myself, it's usually not what anyone else says or does that causes stress for me. It's usually the conversation that you have in your own head. And unfortunately, we tend to have these. If we really try to calm down that dialogue or monologue we tend to have with ourselves, that's a wonderful way to help us contend with stress, is to just stop the conversations we have with ourselves. There's all sorts of great thinkers on that, from Eckhart Tolle and all sorts of different folks who've written wonderful books. But dealing with stress, it's not just taking a valerian extract, it's really trying to look at how we process the world and how we interact with the world. And the world is going to continue spinning, whether we get stressed about it or not. And as I often say to my mom, the most wasted emotion of all is worry. And it doesn't change a thing. And it just interferes with us, interferes with our ability to enjoy the short time we have on this planet, which we should really do our best to enjoy it if we can.
Agreed. Yep. All right, last call goes out on Valerian Root. If you'd like to try it, if you'd like to stop, it's almost sold out. With everyone on the phone, these are almost spoken for. So I'm delighted you're going to try it, or you're going to restock it. Tonight is the night.